Hi there. Okay, so I am now up to the end of day 17, and what a journey it has been. Wow, pretty intense actually. I struggled a little bit with the intense 5 days of taking five um, of the toxin absorbers a day. I was kind of almost reaching by the time I got to the end of the day each day in the end. But I won't complain because they were hugely helpful, and I had some amazing big shifts and lots of clearing throughout that time that the cleansing was taking place. And I was doing several daily enemas, and my body was feeling quite strained, but off and on. Like I could just have waves where I didn't feel very well, and then I'd kind of feel like I'd cleared something and I'd feel okay again. I only had one night where I actually got a little bit scared. I felt my whole body go into like tingles all over, and it was even in my head. And I thought I was going into some kind of adrenal shutdown or something like that, just because that's what I've had going on. And uh, I sort of got up and I didn't really know what to do with myself, and I did some meditation and I did another enema, and I had a little cucumber and celery shot that was meant to be good for hydrating, and I managed to get through the night and felt pretty drained out the next day as well. But I since found out that that was a real gift, because it was when your body goes into like a healing crisis, and the whole body is just doing its thing, basically detoxing, healing. And so I feel really pleased that I know what it was now, and I was actually okay. So if it ever happens in another time, I'll know that I'm safe. So it just took a little bit to get through that night. Um, Mostly I've been still enjoying my juices, but I'm getting a little bit sick of them now. Um, I guess it just feels like it's time to eat again. I had, um, after 2 weeks, I had lost 7 kilos. So as you can imagine, I'm quite enjoying the new flatter tummy, and I'm looking around and noticing my jeans are almost falling off me that I normally wear every day, and I've had to tighten the old belt up, which is great. I don't think they're going to fit me for much longer, but that's a real bonus, and um, a huge amount to lose in that short time. But I must say it's quite motivating. And what else has happened? I went and had colonics done on the day after the last day of the the really full on part of the cleanse. And when I went into the room, my eyes were quite yellowy and quite murky. Like there was Monica from the colonics was saying to me that it's the lot of means that there's toxins going on. And by the time I finished and left, my eyes were just shining white. The white in my eyes were just glowing white, and it still is compared to what it was that day. So it was like something really shifted from that, and huge amounts shifted from that. I can't believe, in all honesty, over all of that, especially that really deep period of taking the toxin absorbers and the herbs, and then going and having colonics, I had no idea that we were full of so much garbage. I I would have to estimate that at least 5 ice cream containers of old toxic stuff that had been held in my colon had come out throughout that time. And when I had the colonics done, I was just simply amazed, and so was Monika at colonics, that there was so much old stuff still coming out after I hadn't been eating for 15 days. So it was really good to have that done and just get like a deeper cleanse done with the colonics. It felt really good. It really cleaned. After I had the colonics done though, I felt quite tender. I felt really good inside, but I actually felt like it opened something up emotionally, and I've actually felt a little bit emotionally all over the place again for the last few days. A little bit like it's opened a bit of a can of worms by just clearing, or that the clearing was a lot of emotional stuff and it's just been sort of coming up as it leaves. And so the mind has been quite busy again, and the thoughts have been quite busy again, and just hasn't felt as restful. Because most of the time while I've been doing the cleanse up until that time, my whole emotional body had just come to this complete balance of peace. It actually felt quite weird for me to feel in that so balanced in that way. So it has been a little bit rattly, excuse me, since then, just off and on. But I'm also just honouring that and knowing that it'll pass, and welcoming whatever's here, and just letting it know that it's safe to be here, and surrounding it in my own love, and letting it know that all of these emotions are actually okay and they're just passing through. So I'm up. My back is still amazing. Isn't that just so miraculous? I just can't believe my back. I can lie down on my back in bed and all of that, and I just don't have any of the pain that I've had for so long. It's just like it's just completely gone. It's just amazing. So I'm at the end of day 17, and I said right at the start that I would listen to my body to know when it was time to actually stop. And my body is definitely telling me that it's done enough for now, and it's time for me to start eating and getting some more nutrition, because I actually sort of feel like I'm deteriorating a bit, like it's time for me to stop. And in all honesty, I was told that perhaps 10 days would be a good time to do under my circumstances with the whole adrenal thing going on. So I've done pretty well to get to 17 days, and I'm happy about that. A few days ago I was actually really scared to come off the juices. I went through this panic stage of, what if I'm not well? What if this isn't going to help me? What if I don't get well? What if I haven't done enough? And it's like, well, actually, I have done enough. And this is just the beginning. This is just the cleanse. This is just the reboot to get my system cleansed and started fresh again, and break all of those old eating habits that I was into. And now I can start fresh again from here, and I'm looking forward to making new healthy wholesome foods and new salads and getting a little bit creative with that. And I didn't have the motivation before I did this, but now I've come to that point where I want to do that, and I want to find some new recipes, and so I'm looking forward to that stage, and I realise that it is just the beginning, and it's the beginning of um, a lifestyle change. So it's not like I'm on a diet for so long, or I'm doing this for so long. It's like from now on it's about just integrating it all, and integrating new healthy recipes into my diet, and so I can feel a lot more healthier daily, and my body can continue to heal. But body just really feels like it's time. And I'm happy with how far I've come. I'm happy with how many days I've done. I'm happy with all of the juices and the actual cleansing that's taken place. I am so grateful to my beautiful body for all it has done throughout these days. And I just think it's time to honour it. And so tomorrow I will introduce some food. I'm guessing that my first bit of food will be an apple. Apparently that's a good thing to start with. After not eating for so many days, I will just be taking it really lightly. And I will continue to do juices and smoothies and things in my everyday life anyway, and just introduce them as part of my meals. So I will still do some juices and smoothies tomorrow, as well as add in a little bit of food. Just to get my digestion to start working again, just be really gentle with it. It's going to take a little while for it to get the hang of food, I imagine, after being so long without fibre and eating. And it'll be really good for my bowels as well, because they're pretty much not moving without me having to do the enemas, apart from sort of once a day. So I'd like to get it so that things are a bit healthier in that way as well. And my body will thank me for it. It feels like it's kind of lacking in other nutrients now, even though I'm getting the micronutrients from the juices. There's still a lot missing, and the oils are missing, and there's just so many other things that are missing from my diet really at the moment that will help to nourish my body a lot more. So I think that's where I'm at, and it's just been an amazing journey, and I would do it again, and maybe not for as long, but I'll definitely do the cleanse again sometime, because of the depth of clearing that I got from that. And I'm sure that my internal organs and my liver and that'll be pleased to see me eating again, and that they will be so much fresher and healthier too from doing the cleanse. So I'll maybe just update you in a couple of days how I'm going with my food, and see how we go. Bye for now.